Hello everyone, I am Professor Sachin Mohangage from Sanjeevani KBP Polytechnic, Kopargaon. Welcome all of you in Sanjeevani Lecture Management System. In the last class, we discussed the insulator. Thermocol and the glass wool is the example of the thermal insulator in which we studied the preparation method, properties and the uses of thermal insulating material. In today's class, we are going to start the four content of unit 3rd, that is your polymer. Especially here we are dealing with the study of the plastic. So let us start with the polymer. Plastic is the word which has been derived from the Greek word that means the plastikos, means the substance which are fit for molding. We can mold the plastic into any shape as well as the size. So these are the substances which are very easy to mold, and the plastikos is the Greek word which meaning is that these are the material which are fit for molding. When they are heated and when they are allowed to fill into the mold, you will get the different shape, size. That process are said to be a molding. So what are basically plastic? The plastic is a synthetic organic material. This is not a natural material. They are not obtained naturally. They are synthesized in a laboratory or either in a industry. So that is why they are synthetic organic material. Organic material in the sense mostly your plastic contain the carbon, hydrogen. So that's why they are said to be a organic material. It having a very high molecular weight. Molecular weight in the sense in a polymerization or during the formation of the polymers, these units are linked to one another and the weight of your polymer get increased, and therefore mostly the polymers having a very high molecular weight which can be molded into any desired shape. As we know that the meaning of the plastikos means the material which are fit for molding. So here they can be molded into the any desired shape. But when we mold into the any desired shape, at that time we are going to apply the heat. So without the application of the heat and the pressure, it is highly impossible to mold that plastic into the any desired shape. So they are molded into the desired shape by the application of heat and pressure, where we can use the catalyst. So we already learned about the catalyst in the first unit, that is in a catalyst and the catalysis. Catalyst is the substance which increase the rate of reaction, but these substances, they are not participated in a chemical reaction and recover at the end of reaction. The catalyst and their type, industrial application, that we are already learning in the first unit. So polymerization is the type of reaction. Polymerization in the sense the reaction by which we can prepare the polymer, or the polymer which is formed by the reaction are said to be a polymerization reaction. So the polymerization reaction is the reaction by which we can manufacture the plastic. Plastic is the example of the polymer, and the polymer which is prepared or manufactured by the reaction, that reaction are said to be a polymerization reaction. So polymerization reaction is the process in which the large number of small molecules, molecule in the sense monomers, mono means single, MER in the sense the substance or the chemical which are used for the manufacturing of the polymer. So n large number of the small molecules, that is your monomers, they are linking together to form a large molecules. So small molecules, they link to one another to form a large molecule. That large molecule are said to be a polymer. Poly means many and MER means molecules or the chemical substance. So simply what happen, Polymerization is the simple process in which a large number of the small molecules they link to one another, they join to one another to form a bigger molecule, that is a large molecules. So that is called as the polymer, and polymerization is done under the suitable condition, that is in presence of temperature, pressure and catalyst are known as the polymerization reaction. For example, simple reaction, we are going to make a line. Okay, just by touching the hands of one human being, the one man or the one boy to the other boy. So the individual human being is a small molecules, that is a monomer, and when it touch or link to the 100 human beings, then there is a formation of a long chain, that is a large molecule. So that is they are said to be a polymer. Say for example chain. So चेन जर बघितले आपण तर त्याच्यामध्ये भरपूर साखळ्या राहतात किंवा कड्या राहतात. तो एक सिंगल जी कडी आहे तर ती मोनोमर आहे, पण अशा आपण जर समजा 1000 कड्या एकमेकांमध्ये जर गुंतवल्या तर त्यावेळेस काय तयार होणार आहे, तर त्यावेळेस काय एक मोठा मॉलिक्यूल तयार होईल, तर त्याला आपण काय म्हणणार पॉलिमर. मग ते एक सिंगल जी कडी आहे तर तिला मोनोमर म्हणायचं, आणि पूर्ण जी काही चेन किंवा साखळी आहे तर त्याला आपण काय म्हणणार पॉलिमर म्हणणार. ओके. सो दी हाय पॉलिमर आर नोन ॲज अ प्लास्टिक. समजा फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी एक सिंगल मॉलिक्यूल आहे, स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल आहे, मोनोमर आहे. माझं वजन जर समजा फॉर एक्झाम्पल 50 kg आहे, पण माझ्यासारखे जर 1000 स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल जर एकमेकाला लिंक जर झाले तर ते जे वजन जे आहे तर ते 1000 टाइम्सने काय होणार आहे, इन्क्रीज होणार आहे. सो द मॉलिक्युलर वेट इन्क्रीजेस अँड देअरफॉर the polymers having a very high molecular weight, they are said to be a high polymers known as a plastic. High polymer is one in which the number of repeating unit is in excess of about 100. So which polymer are said to be a high polymer? In which the repeating unit, in the sense the unit which are joined again and again in the polymer, that unit are said to be a repeating unit, and that should be a more than 100. It should not be a less than 100. If it is more than 100, then it is said to be a high polymer, and this is termed as the degree of polymerization. This is termed as a degree of polymerization. Degree of polymerization in the sense where the 100,000s and the 10,000s of monomers they are linking to one another or to each other to form a polymer are said to be a degree of polymerization or a polymer. Classification of the polymer. The polymer are classified on the basis of monomer. There are the two types. One is the homopolymer and the second one is the copolymer. They are classified on the basis of molecular structure also, and the third one they are classified on the basis of thermal behavior. The first one is the thermosoftening and the last one is the thermosetting. So let's see the classification of the monomer on the basis of the homopolymer. होमो मीन्स सेम. सो होमोपॉलीमर हम किसको बोलेंगे? whenever the polymer consists of all identical monomer are known as a homopolymer. If the monomers they are linking to other molecules or the other monomers, if they are identical means the same. Homo means same molecules or the same monomers they are linking to one another to form the large molecule, that is your polymer, are said to be a homopolymer. For example polyethylene और polystyrene. आपने वो रोबोट पिक्चर देखा होगा जिसमें जो रजनीकांत है रोबोट है, दैट इज़ आइडेंटिकल मोनोमर. रजनीकांत को लिंक करते हैं, ज्वाइन करते हैं. सो हियर इफ 1000 Rajnikant means 1000 robot is joined to one another, then you will get the formation of the polymer. But whatever the polymer which is formed, that polymer is formed due to the identical monomers. Means they all are identical. Means all robots are Rajnikant. Means they are identical. So they are said to be a homopolymers. Identical monomers linked to one another. For example polyethylene. polyethylene में एथिलीन आइडेंटिकल मोनोमर होता है. पॉलीस्टायरीन में स्टायरीन स्टायरिन ही स्टायरिन को क्या करता है, लिंक करता है. एथिलीन में, पॉलीथिलीन में एथिलीन एथिलीन को लिंक करता है. यू विल गेट द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पॉलीथिलीन पॉलीस्टायरिन. Copolymer is exactly opposite to the homopolymer. Co means different. Here the different molecules, they are linked to form the chemical structure, are said to be a copolymer. Okay. For example, the styrene butadiene rubber. So styrene butadiene rubber or bakelite or nylon 66 is the example of your copolymer, in which two different monomers, means the molecules, they are linked to one another. For example, अगर मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं है, मेरे जैसा मैं हूँ, मेरे जैसा कोई नहीं, अगर मैं दूसरे किसी और को लिंक करता हूँ इन द लाइन, सो अदर इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम मी. सो इफ आई लिंक टू somebody which is not identical or not look like as me, at that time whatever the polymer is formed, that polymer are said to be a copolymer. So here the example is given. These are the hexagon here. Say blue color hexagon, these are the monomer, means these are the identical are joined to the identical. Okay, so this is the example of what? This is the example of the homopolymer. This is the example of the copolymer. Here the blue circle round is joined to the purple color hexagon, or the say 1 2 3 4 5 6, or maybe octagon. See, this circle is blue color circle is joined to the different monomer, different molecules. So here the two different molecules or the monomers, they are linking together to form the polymer. So they are said to be a copolymer. Here the blue hexagon is joined or linked to one another. That one is identical to form the polymer, are said to be a homopolymer. On the basis of the molecular structure. On the basis of molecular structure, these monomeric units are possessing either linear, branch or cross-linking structure, three-dimensional structure. So on the basis of molecular structure, the monomers, if they are linked to one another, then there is a formation of a one unit. It may be a linear one, it may be a straight line. Straight line if the monomers or the molecules, they are linked to one another, and if it form the linear structure, a straight line structure, it's molecular structure. And in some case it form the cross-link arrangement, cross-link structure, like your the cross of your Yeshu Christ, that is your Christian community. So here, if molecule, this is the single unit, that is your molecule or the monomer. These monomers, they are linked to either similar or different, no matter. If it forms a linear or a straight line structure, then they are said to be a linear arrangement or a straight line structure. But if it form these monomers, it form the cross link or a branch, three-dimensional structure, then they are said to be a cross link. It is like your cross, a cross of your Yeshu Christ. So they are said to be a cross-linking structure. Third one, on the basis of thermal behavior. The first one is the thermosoftening plastic, thermoplastic. Thermosoftening in the sense when the therm or the heat is provided, at that time they are able to change their property. So generally thermoplastic or the thermosoftening plastic is formed by the addition polymerization reaction. Polymerization reactions are of two types, addition and the condensation. So generally the thermosoftening plastics are prepared by the addition polymerization reaction and consist of linear change with little or no cross linking. So in the last slide we see that here this is the example of the thermosoftening plastic. It consists of a linear change, there is a no cross linking or a little cross linking. So this is the example of the addition polymerization reaction. This one is the cross linking structure. Okay, this is the example of the condensation polymerization reaction having a cross linking structure. So general outline that you see in the last PPT, straight or linear chain. So thermosoftening plastic, they are softened on heating and regain their original property on cooling. For example, do you see the PVC pipe? When we apply the heat, at that time that plastic becomes soft and they regain their original property on cooling. When it get cooled, then at that time that PVC again regain their its original property. So that type of the plastic are said to be thermosoftening plastics. For example, polyethylene or PVC is the example of the thermosoftening plastic. So therm means heat, softening in the sense soft होना. So those plastic when it becomes softened by the application of heat are said to be a thermosoftening plastic, and as well as once it get cooled, it again regain its original property. So they soften on heating and remain soft as long as they are hot. So as long as they are hot, it remains soft, and they regain their original hardness and rigidity on cooling. So it become hard and rigid once it get cooled. So thermo softening plastics are usually soft, they are weak, that's why it becomes softened, and less brittle. It is not like your glass, and they are not easily break. So they are less brittle, soft, weak, and can be reclaimed from the waste. Means from the waste material we can manufacture the new material. So that's why mostly the peoples are collecting the plastics which are thermosoftening, which are used for reclaiming and the remolding purposes. From that plastic we can manufacture that is called as the recycling, reusing and the recycling. So we can use the used plastic, and the used plastics when they are subjected for that process, heating and remolding, then you can use the new material. So they are reclaimed from the waste. These are the plastics, they are soluble in organic solvents, so they can be easily soluble into the organic solvents. As their intermolecular bonds are weaker, as their bonds are weak, so they are easily soluble in solvents. For example, polyethylene, PVC, that is your polyvinyl chloride, and polystyrene, they comes under the category that is your thermosoftening plastic. Thermosetting in the sense the plastic setting. Therm means heat, setting in the sense it set like your concrete. When such type of the plastic which are heated, it directly converted into the hard material and it set like your concrete. So that's why they are said to be a thermosoftening plastic. So thermosoftening plastics are prepared by condensation polymerization reaction, and they are cross-linked structure. They are having the cross-linked structure. So this one here, cross-linking structure. So here due to the cross-linking structure in a polymer, we are not able to heat them and convert them into the soft materials. If we heat that material, it directly converted into the hard material. Means the setting of that plastic take place and it set like your hard concrete. Hard concrete in the sense you mix the cement, water, then your sand along with the coarse aggregate, that is the sandstone. You will get the formation of the concrete. So thermosetting plastic is formed by the condensation polymerization reaction and it having a cross-linking chain. So general outline we already seen into the PPT. Thermosetting plastic are those which change irreversibly into the hard and rigid material on heating. Once we heat, they are directly permanently changed into the hard and rigid material. We cannot acquire the original properties again on cooling. After cooling, if the set article heat again, it will not soften again. Once it get hard, you are not able to convert them into the soft material. If it is soft, when you heat them, it permanently changes into the hard material. So that is irreversible change. They does not soften on heating, no doubt. Hence, we cannot reshape and reused. So such type of the plastic cannot be reused, reshaped or remold. Cannot be used again and again. So they cannot be reclaimed from the waste. Because they are joined by means of the strong covalent bonds. Why they are not softened? Because they are their covalent bond, due to the cross linking, the monomers, they are linked to one another and having a very strong covalent bonds. So they are harder, stronger and more brittle, and hence they are insoluble in a organic solvent. Why? Because they are not soluble, because their bonds are strong, like your especially in the covalent bond, ionic bond and the coordinate bond. We studied the example or the types of the bonds in a unit first. So mostly if the bonds are quite harder, then at that time that material is not easily dissolved in a solvent. Okay. So what are the difference between the thermosoftening and the thermosetting plastic? First of all, the thermosoftening plastic like your polyethylene, PVC is prepared by the addition polymerization reaction, whereas thermosetting plastic like your nylon, bakelite or butadiene rubber is prepared by the thermosetting plastic. Thermosoftening plastic consists of a long linear chain. There should be no cross linking. If it is cross linking, that cross linking is a little one. It consists of the three-dimensional network cross linking structure. Okay, strong covalent bond. There is soften on heating, and hence we can reshape and reused. But here we cannot soften the thermosetting plastic on or by the application of the heat, hence cannot be reshaped and reused. They can be reclaimed from the waste. From the waste material we can manufacture the new plastic. They cannot be reclaimed from the waste because they are harder, stronger and the more brittle. Thermosoftening plastics are usually soft, weak and less brittle, whereas the thermosetting plastics are harder, stronger and more brittle as compared to the thermosoftening plastics. Next one, they are soluble in organic solvent because their bonds are weak, intermolecular bonds are weak, whereas the thermosetting plastics are insoluble in an organic solvent because their bonds are quite strong. Okay, so this is the example where this one here, this is the example of what? PVC, polyvinyl chloride. Okay, here the monomer, that is the vinyl chloride, is the repeating unit. So vinyl chloride repeat, n number, large number of the vinyl chloride, they are linked together to form the polymer. So this is the example of what? This is the example of homopolymer. Here this is the example of what? Addition polymerization reaction, because here you will see that whatever the chain is formed, that chain is linear chain is formed, that is the straight chain is formed. So this is the example of what? Addition polymerization reaction. This is the example of thermosoftening plastic. This is the example of what? This is the example of condensation polymerization reaction, example of your bakelite. म्हणजे आपण जे कुकरला हँडल वगैरे वापरतो ना, किंवा इस्त्री करण्यासाठी आपण जी इस्त्री वापरतो, तर तिचे जे हँडल्स राहतात किंवा हॉट ऑब्जेक्टचे जे काही हँडल राहतात, जसं किटली वगैरे असेल, चहाची किटली, तर त्याचे जे हँडल राहतात तर ते जनरली बॅकेलाइट प्लास्टिकनी बनलेले राहतात. सो हिअर दी फिनॉल अँड फॉर्मल्डिहाइड, दीज आर द टू डिफरंट molecules, they link to one another and then there is a formation of this cross linking structure. So this is the example of what? Condensation reaction. This is the example of thermosetting plastic. Okay, the remaining point of your polymer, that is the plastic, we will see into the next lecture. Thank you for today's lecture. We will meet in a next lecture. Till then, goodbye.